All right, everybody, you know what time it is. Another market update. 3 big dates were just announced very recently in the crypto space that I'm really paying attention to. So mark your calendars. Seriously mark your calendars for July 28th and July 7th. So what are those, dates? What do they signify? Let me take a walk. Walk with me, talk with me. Sitting down here on the street, just going for a little afternoon walk, going through Twitter, and seeing that Augur, I just lost my freaking sandal. I'm seeing that Augur just announced that they're finally going to be launching their version 2 of their protocol on July 28th. So that's super significant. Augur is, this betting platform, a decentralized prediction market is what they call it. And, online betting and online gambling has been a really, big trend in the past, decade almost. And they've always had legal troubles and all that kind of stuff. But just recently, there's lots of, regulations that are really laxing the law and the constrictions and the restrictions on that kind of stuff. And so what Augur does, which no other coin really has mastered, is that they have a prediction market. And that basically means you could bet on the outcome of a certain event. So that outcome, for instance, could be the event of who becomes the next president, right? You could basically make that binary of, is it going to be Trump or is it going to be Joe Biden? And you could turn it into a tradable asset. I mean, that's really cool. And Augur's doing that. Or you could say, what's the weather going to be like on, Tuesday in Dubai? There could become a market around that. And there could be, a tradable asset. Is it going to be above 80 degrees or is it going to be below 80 degrees or something like that? And you could make that a tradable asset. And so that when, the expiration comes of that event, the protocol, the Augur protocol, settles the trade. In a decentralized way, you don't have to go through anybody, no escrow agents, no exchanges. It's just settling on the blockchain, right? So that's really cool. So July 28th is when Augur comes out for their version 2, their big upgrade. I'm really excited about it. What happens? The other day that I told you guys to mark, which is sooner, is July 7th. And July 7th is when Kyber Network is launching its Catalyst protocol upgrade. This will enable staking. This will enable all sorts of, decentralized governance into the protocol. So it's a really, really, really big upgrade. And the other upgrade that's happening is the Cardano Shelley testnet. And so, Cardano Shelley mainnet. So we're moving off of testnet in Cardano onto, real staking, real decentralized governance, and, going to its own real chain. So we're really excited about July 7th because, if price keeps moving the way it's moving, we have think of it like an earnings call, right? Where you have an event that's fundamentally wow, the public knows for the first time that, certain cash flows are being modeled a certain way. Or you have certain dividends for the first time that you can model after. So now when you have crypto doesn't have those same kinds of earnings calls, right? But what we do have is we have this public information about here's when, upgrades are going to be launched and all that kind of stuff. And so just the other day, right, we found out that Cardano was going to be launched. We found out, this new Kyber Network protocol was going to be upgraded. We found out today, literally, that, Augur was launching for version 2. There's just so much exciting stuff going on. And it's so different from the traditional, pretty cool bike, traditional markets. So these are some of the fundamental events, the news events that move prices and that we're going to try and really capitalize on. So in the near term, again, Kyber Network has been doing really well. Cardano has been doing really well, and Augur's been doing well. But I think we got a lot of tailwinds. I think it's going to be good stuff. I think everybody, who's in these markets right now is going to be able to see a lot of price appreciation. Because again, you have to realize that relative to where prices were back in 2017, for the very same asset, right, we're at a huge discount. Put another way, prices are, I haven't seen one of these guys in a long time. Nice. Put another way, prices are extremely low relative to where they were in December 2017 or January 2018, but the value of the networks has become much, 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 much larger. So even in Ethereum, we saw just last week, they're breaching their all-time highs of transaction throughput, right? Daily transaction throughput. Daily, how much Ethereum is being traded in the network is one of the things that we talked a lot about in Crypt Nation. So when you see this dislocation between price and value, that you have these networks that are becoming more valuable, but they are priced far, far, far lower than their all-time highs, you're starting to see this opportunity of an 85, a 75% discount. And you translate an 85% discount into multiples, right? That's a 5x multiple. 85% from here, above, if you think about it, from $1,400 down to $230, that's 85% discount. But to get back from $230 all the way back up to $1,400, in order to get that, you need to 5x, right? You need to go about 508%. So we're really excited about how the markets are being priced right now, and we think that there's a big opportunity. We think everybody should be taking advantage of the crypto revolution of literally, the fastest growing asset class in history. It's just never been a better time, and it just so happens that a lot of it's happening in July, right? So we're excited about this, guys. We think you should be too.